What's up, guys? We are here with Stephanie Quayle at CRS, hanging out in the Heartland Suite. We got the view this year.
I mean, wow.
And this view. Look at this jacket.
Hello.
It's amazing.
You know,
I mean, you always come with the fit, but this might be my favorite so far.
this is a party jacket, and I brought the party for you today because you are my heart.
Oh, The Lost Years is killing it. I see it everywhere. Saw it was in Times Square. Can we talk about that?
That was bananas. That was bananas. Also, I hadn't been in Times Square when there's everyone, you know, there's a giant gorilla. There were like the Super Mario characters. It was wild. So I'm trying to take a picture of myself watching it on Times Square, and they all think I'm trying to take my picture with them. So it was mayhem and amazing.
Thank you, sir.
And it was wonderful. No, it was so cool. I mean, what a treat.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Your album / short film / podcast.
Yes.
I want to talk about kind of the whole situation.
Yeah.
So where did this start for you? I would like to hear the story of it, just all of the things on the edge.
Okay, yeah. So the story behind the album, the real precipice of it was this relationship I was in. I was raising this little girl. This is back in 2009, so this is, 14 plus years ago now. And she is now in her, she's almost 27.
Wow.
But at the time of her father's plane crash, which was on a Wednesday night, she was only 12 years old. And 5 days later, I learned that I wasn't the only woman. And it was at the memorial service. So you can imagine betrayal, grief, and then what? Like, how do you even navigate that, right? And for me, I had to protect a little girl. I mean, at the end of the day, that was still, that's her dad, and that's her grief, and mine was an adventure. Well, that's a very generous, kind way of saying it.
Yeah.
So I never thought I would actually put it in music, Stacy. I honestly thought maybe one day it'd be a book. I was like, I can never touch this. So spring of 2021, April, we were getting ready to, we're working on this whole other album. And she reached out and said, I'm going to heal my way with my painting. And that's what she started doing, and no longer carrying his secrets. And I just felt the weight of the world I'd been carrying for all those years just fall off. And I said, okay, I'm going to borrow some courage. Maybe I could write a song. Maybe I can get this out. Like, what do I have to say about this? Do I have anything to say? And then the lyrics and the melodies and ideas just start pouring out. So I reached out to Tori Touye, who I'd written Selfish with, and Evil Knievel, and Hang My Hat, and so many others. And I just said, will you meet me in Montana? Can we see what's here? And will you be there to hold my heart as I just go full jugular on myself?
Yeah, that's so intense.
And she didn't even hesitate. I think that's what's so amazing about her, not only as a songwriter, but as a friend in person, to be willing to go to those places, because most people don't like to feel all of the things. Like, we avoid, right? Or we numb the pain. This was like, let's just go for it. And we didn't know what we had until we knew what we had. And then it was, okay, how's my husband feel? And he said, if this hadn't happened, we would never have happened. You have to. And so did Eden. Eden was, she was so just profound and prolific, and I don't want to stand in the way of your healing. I mean, what a tremendous human. So talk about borrowing a lot of courage from someone that suffered such a tragic loss. And so then as we put out the album in November, I'd always kind of danced with the idea of maybe doing a podcast, but it has to have a point. I can't just do things, it has to have a point. And so it really felt like a nice partnership with the album to share deeper than, sometimes we can say in an interview or, quick in between two songs on stage. And so it really kind of goes along with the entire album. And then the short film, again, it's all trying to express the story because it's so strange.
It's a very unique one.
It's super unique, and what's wild is how many people have shared their stories then because of the music. And I think that's why we do this, right?
You're making a safe space for it.
Right. And I think that's what's, being vulnerable is it's new territory in this space, right? This kind of content. And we just played some shows last week, and to hear the audience respond and in such like I just sent this song to my daughter who's in a bad relationship, or I just like it's a visceral right now thing. So when I look at like the craziness of that pain, not that I'd be like, oh, let's do that again. It's more of, if this can help people, then it makes sense. Then we can make gift of something that wasn't a gift.
Yeah.
In the moment.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that you guys are digging in and doing more than just putting out the album.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age of like social media and everything else, being able to cover all your bases. You got the visual story with the short film. I was like, hello, Beyonce Lemonade over here.
Well, that very budget friendly. That's a very sweet reference. That's a very, very sweet, generous reference. I love the short film though, because I do think it's able to show it in a way that maybe the listener didn't catch maybe the first time around. Yeah. But for me, when I listen to the podcast, it hits totally different. It makes me...
I haven't heard the podcast yet. Is it like out?
So we put out the trailer and the first episode, and then the next episode comes out tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then each episode comes out each week.
Sweet.
But it
make sure you guys listen.
Hits different. Talking.
Absolutely.
This.
Yes.
You know, versus like, I've got feelings. Yeah, different. There's like, I've got feelings.
Well, you know, it's like we've got different learning styles.
Right.
You know, now you're getting the people who listen to the music,
right,
the talking, and the visual stuff.
All the cylinders.
I love it. So what's next for you?
So many things. Oh, what's like right now next? Right now next, touring, yeah. We just played North Carolina, which is incredible. We played the whole album. And we did 2 albums. We put out 2 albums last year. So getting to create that set list for tour is, I can't wait. So yeah, we're going to the Northeast. Then we play Montana, Las Vegas, Los Angeles.
Yay.
I said that with like,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love being on the road. My husband, you know, he does the fly-ins.
I was going to ask if he comes with you or how you guys navigate that.
You know, it depends on the show. It depends if it's a town he wants to go to. That's usually, it's not so much me as it is, oh, maple syrup? Yes, we'll be with you in Burlington.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. And then we're working on some other things too that we'll have to just meet about at a later date.
Seems a little secretive.
It's very secretive.
All right.
Top secret.
So can you tell us a little bit about the video for The Lost Years? Because I think we're going to show that to the people here.
So shooting this, we wanted to go something that's really simple, but obviously very, you know, it's such an intense, emotional song that how to not take away from the song. So it's in a very simple setting, and I'm wearing a black dress to, you know, symbolize the grief. And there's a lot of symbolism in that video. And then it's also in the short film. So yeah, I'm excited for everyone to see it.
Awesome. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's check it out, you guys.